What's a really cheap item you can buy that can make you look incredibly rich? I have a family member who always asks for empties of fancy bottles of alcohol and then just refills them with the cheap stuff. You'd be impressed if you look at his bar, but it's all a sham. I do this, and people always comment how great the $80 cab sab is when really it's $12. Not exactly an item, but travel. Americans grossly overestimate the cost of international travel and think you have tons of money because of it. I just spent a few days in a Scandinavian capital. Direct flight from New York City was less than $300 and hostel bed was less than $20. Most Americans spend far more than that traveling to Miami or Vegas or what have you. Yet you and and comment on my finances when they see where I go. That sounds great, but you are enjoying the benefit of flying right out of New York City. Add a couple $100 to that flight to get out of Omaha, Denver or Dallas. Laugh in 3 bursts. Ha ha ha. Oh, Charles. A butter cookie tin that has the actual cookies and not sewing materials. Still amazes me that everyone universally has a memory of being disappointed by opening those tins to find sewing supplies. I wonder where it all started. Anyway, my grandma had these trick tins in her house, so I stopped expecting cookies when I visited her. Then one day I went to raid my mom's cookie stash. She loves those cookies, only to find sewing stuff. I felt so betrayed. I find myself seeing those tins at the store and wondering if I should buy one. Not to eat the cookies, but to store the sewing and crochet supplies I have. It's weird. Just call everyone old sport. And use stated figures of speech such as you'll be absolutely gangbusters. Kid, volunteer on a weeknight. I'm late to the party. Spend money on getting your clothes tailored. I'm a money manager. The old school wealth doesn't wear anything that stands out. However, their clothes always have a perfect fit. The flashy guy that comes in with a big watch, driving the sports car usually has a ton of debt. Money talks. Wealth whispers. Tailor my t-shirts. I got my burlap sack tailored. My colleague has these golden earrings with zirconia drops. I thought she either stole them from a grandma or her boyfriend must have gave them to her, but she told me those were actually really cheap from a drugstore. Custom jewelry is nice. My brother does this and made my wife a set of earrings of gold and black coral. Cost of materials, about $130. They are very nice looking and get attention from my wife's female friends. Under cabinet lighting, I have rechargeable LED strips that I bought for $30 on Amazon, held up by magnets. They light up the backsplash / counter below and scream I had this custom lighting done by an electrician. Can you hit me with the link? When he gives you the link, will you let me know? A small table in your living room with a pitcher of water and 2 glasses. Just slice some lemons and cucumbers and put them in the water pitcher. I keep mine in the fridge so it's cold. When people come over, they're always super impressed to have water with cucumbers and lemon in it. Plus it tastes good, is refreshing, and better / healthier alternative to other drinks you could offer. Cucumber water is for customers only. A decanter. Edit. Some people mentioned the dangers of storing fluids in leaded crystal decanters. Since this got so much upvotes, I feel obliged to point this out. Only use leaded crystal decanters to decant for a short time. Do not keep anything in it for a long time, like you probably would do with liquor. Not all decanters are crystal. Not all crystal is leaded. Lead poisoning is real. Take care. Yes, buy a $14 bottle of red. Put it in a decanter before friends arrive and toss the bottle. When friends arrive, apologize that the wine has only been breathing for a short amount of time. This makes you seem like a wine snob, and if anyone doesn't like the wine, it's because it hasn't had time to breathe, obviously. $14. Look at Mr. Money Stacks over here. A bowl of lemons. The room needed a pop of color. Seriously, Rosa? A good haircut / hairstyle. This isn't a one-time expenditure, though. You have to keep buying them to maintain the image. Apparently 3-ply toilet paper. One of my friends was at our house last year, and after a bathroom trip, she told another friend, "Oh, they've got money, they've got the good stuff. Lol. I'd never cheap out on toilet paper. I will downsize my house before I give up good toilet paper." Cufflinks. You will need the correct shirt, of course. I wear cufflinks and it's not really my fault. I was given a pair when I was a groomsman in a friend's wedding. So I bought a French cuff shirt so I could use them. Family saw me wearing the shirt and decided I must like cufflinks, so started buying them for me as gifts. I now had a collection of cufflinks, so when I got new shirts, I bought them with French cuffs. Now that's all I own and wear for dress shirts. I don't really even like cufflinks. This is truly a modern tragedy. Cake forks. Although only useful if you can get someone round your house and subtly place one in front of them. Obviously you can't drop them into casual conversation, because what person that actually owns cake forks would think about owning cake forks other than to use them? You can never admit to polishing them yourself unless you want to put on that you're just a little hard on luck at the moment and get some sympathy. Close bracket. You can easily drop this into conversation without having to invite someone over. "Hey John, who's your cake fork guy? Is he good?" But be prepared for them to respond, "No Jim. I use a bad cake fork guy. PFFFD. I don't have a cake fork guy. I have a cake fork team." I bought a metal razor and a box of 500 blades. It's gold in color. Cuts nicely. I have a round stick of soap to lather with, and I feel like a millionaire when I use it. It was less than 20. A safety razor. Either a double-edged safety razor or a single-edged straight razor with replaceable blades. Lab-created diamonds. They say it can even fool professional diamond dealers. It isn't as cheap as what others posted, but it can still save a lot of money. Charles & Carlvid moissanite. The one I have was $700. Its diamond equivalent is about $10K. Moissanite is chemically different than diamond and has a higher index of light refraction, giving it its fiery look with subtle bright colors that aren't seen in diamonds. But yeah, everyone thinks I got my Fianca giant diamond ring is stunning with that moissanite. It's not an item and it only costs your time, and that is being clean. Having a clean car inside and out. Clean apartment/house and make sure everything smells clean. Basically taking care of yourself shows others you value yourself, and that will make them more inclined to believe you have value as well. Basically taking care of yourself shows others you value yourself, and that will make them more inclined to believe you have value as well. As someone who struggles with this, and a serial mess maker, not a slob or dirty/smelly, just not as organized as I'd like, and I definitely let shit pile up in my house, this comment was hard to read. It is accurate, which is probably why I'll try again tomorrow. I'll go on cleaning binges, where I'll go absolutely nuts on some area of my house. For the sake of argument, let's say the kitchen. When I'm done it's pristine and beautiful, and I swear to Lucifer that I'm never going to let it get messy and gross again. A week later, I'm disgusted with my slobby self. WTF is wrong with me? I'm also one of those people who, when I'm expecting company, has to spend the day before they come over perfecting the entire house, because I'm sure they're going to judge me if the cat tower isn't vacuumed and the house doesn't smell like cookies. Jewelry skillfully made with imitation gems. Not even imitation gems, synthetic sapphires/rubies are cheap, and the only way to tell they are synth is careful examination under UV light, because they are too flawless. How long before synthetic gem makers find a way to artificially impart flaws to make a more genuine article? Edit. Okay. They are doing it in China. Got it. Jesus. That great shirt billionaires always be ducking wearing. Must be the comfiest ducking shirt ever. Probably made of nanobots that massage and maintain their skin suits. Clothes. It's made out of nanobots that shift ever closer towards the wearer's nipples, then circle around to massage the area around the areolas, all undetected to the human eye. Trash bags for your bathroom trash can. Instead of grocery bags, I use Target bags instead of Walmart bags. That way it's classy. I can't tell if you're joking or not, but I absolutely do this. And I absolutely feel classier just by using this one simple trick. A credit card that is black in color. It doesn't have to be a black card, just black. Amazon Prime credit cards are black and made, at least partially, of metal. They're thicker and more hefty than a normal credit card. 2. I've gotten lots of comments on mine, although more of the "that's a cool card" variety than the "you must be rich" variety. I used my Amazon Prime Chase card at Chuck E. Cheese and the girl did not think it was real. This was for a birthday party, so she took the card to run. And when I was not around, she started to peel the black plastic glued to the metal off the card. Some people. LMFAO. Leather gloves. Leather face mask with assisted breathing hole and a strap at the neck for extra fit. Don't forget the leather harness around the chest and stomach that fits extra tight. We send all of our correspondence out with a big ass wax seal on it. Looks like we're old money when we send out our Christmas cards. Monogrammed stationery is also not too expensive. The more understated the design, the better. Don't skimp on the envelopes too much though. You'll wind up dead from the toxic glue. Not an item exactly, but good posture. Manners and proper etiquette is generally free to lean and practice, and makes you look much more affluent. You see it at weddings big time. Everyone is in a suit eating a fancy meal, but it is clear who is comfortable doing so and who is out of their element. My mom made me read Tiffany's table manners growing up and always made me set the table just so, as well as got on me about stuff like sitting 8 feet from the table and such. I thought it was annoying, but now when I tag along to banquets with my fiance, all her friends ask me which fork to use or whose water is whose. Edit. Also, standing to meet women, firm handshakes, and general protocol doesn't seem important until you start doing it, and can easily tell just how many people notice. Sure, it's antiquated or whatever, but it can elevate you in the eyes of important people in your career. Standing to meet anyone. I hate it when people shake hands sitting down or with a glove on. Okay, the glove thing. If it's -40, do what you want. But inside, take that shit off. A pineapple. You just also have to buy a time machine that will get you a few centuries back in time and you'll be all set. Rich people used to rent pineapples that would be put on display at parties. I assume anyone with a really weird pet is hiding an immense amount of wealth, even if they're super bummy. The way you speak. Why use lot word when few word do trick? Edit. Obligatory thanks for the silver. Kind stranger. One of those long cigarette holders. I got one of those for my friend as a gag for his birthday. Funny as hell to see him pull out his Cruella vial stick on lunch break. We work in construction. Close bracket. I bet when he gets home after a long day he takes a bath and holds it over the edge of the tub with delicate taps to knock the ash off. I guess a Publix sub. Went in there just now for lunch. Got the Boar's Head Ultimate. Lady was like, you know the Publix Ultimate is on sale right now, right? Yup, I know. I just don't like the meat used in there. I want my boar's head. Lady laughs and goes, oh, you bougie, and makes me my sandwich. Feel super rich eating my $8 sub. For real. Some people don't realize the difference because they have never had it. Once you bite into that $5 a pound meat vs that $2.50 store brand, you see the difference. Damn. Even the store brand house made shit is north of $5 a pound where I live. Boar's Head is 10 plus. Hey, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more daily Reddit videos.